Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back again with another episode of the Mal with the Mike podcast. It's been a very long time since I have posted. I really apologize for that. Had a couple of scheduling issues, but we are finally back. Hope you guys keep looking at my shorts. We just hit 200 subscribers. Yes, sir. You already know what it is. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my NFL fantasy draft. Wait a minute. I got to get ready. Looking fresh for the draft. Draft's at 8:30. The order gets released at 7:30. That's in 5 minutes. Let's get a look at my live reaction to what pick I get. It is time to join the draft. Let's see what pick I get. I swear to God, if I get last pick. Second pick, let's go! Second pick, let's go! Of course, it shows us this ad, and of course, I'm going to have to go through your draft will be ready after a word from our sponsor. But second pick, let's freaking go. Let's go. Oh my God. With that second pick, I don't know who I'm going to take yet. I got an hour to think about it. McCaffrey will probably go 1. But second pick, let's freaking go. Yes. Yes. Obviously, McCaffrey's probably going to go 1. At 2, could get Bijan Robinson or Breece Hall. But we are set up nicely for this draft. Let's go.
So with the number 3 pick, if Christian McCaffrey is taken, which most likely he will, first round. Second round, I don't know who my brother's gonna take, but I'm not gonna say because I don't want him to reveal it for me. But if not, I'm gonna take Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, he honestly he's been a great wide receiver. I think he's gonna do great this year. If not, there's Bijan Robinson or Breece Hall, who are both great running backs. I think I'm gonna go running back, wide receiver, or wide receiver, running back, either or. I'm gonna do wide receiver, running back, wide receiver, running back. Then I'm gonna go with my QB, bench players, defense, kicker, whatever. Yes, unfortunately, I did get 7th pick, which is pretty bad, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. I probably won't get any good players because my siblings and my dad are probably gonna take them all. Maybe I'll get a good kicker in defense.
Now that we've heard from the people who are going to be drafting, let's get to the actual draft. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on the screen, I have the draft up and ready. Almost under a minute to go. I am hyped for this, man. I have a really good feeling. I came up short last year, but in one of my other leagues, I was able to get a championship win, so that makes me, really happy. Obviously, you guys can't see my face. The whole screen will be taken up by the draft, so just be prepared for that. And let's do this thing. So 36 seconds. You guys can see I have the number 2 overall pick. Here's the players board. So okay, here we go. Didn't even realize, but here goes Lavaroni. And my complete expectation is he will take Christian McCaffrey with the number 1 overall pick. So let's see what he does here. 30 seconds per pick. And he takes Christian McCaffrey. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is my turn. And I realistically have the choice between Bijan Robinson and Breece Hall. But in my opinion, I think Breece Hall is going to have the better year. So Breece Hall, welcome to 49ers on top. Oh, damn, I didn't even draft him. All right, here we go. Breece Hall, let's go. Now my brother, up on the clock, he takes Bijan Robinson. So the top 3 running backs already off the board. Team Elmu Basher up to pick with number 4. So he takes CeeDee Lamb. So this draft is going just as expected. I did flip around Bijan Robinson and Breece Hall, but we are chilling for now. CeeDee Lamb goes with the number 4 pick. Obviously expected Christian McCaffrey goes number 1. We'll see what Satin does here with the number 5 pick. Probably going to go Tyreek Hill to be time's ticking down for him. He's got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he ends up with Tyreek Hill. Don't know if that was an auto pick or if he just waited till the last second. My dad, with the number 6 overall pick, takes Amon-Ra St. Brown. Quickly off the board, number 7, Z Nation takes Saquon Barkley. That's my brother's dad. Here's my uncle Team Geeth with the number... No, he went already. He took Jamar Chase. While this draft is moving fast, Sauce Boss with the number 9 overall pick. We'll see who he takes here. Okay, he's taking his time. Can't hate. Saad right now is on the auto pick. That is very, very interesting to see what's going to happen there. Maybe having some internet issues. And Sauce Boss takes Justin Jefferson. That is one of the picks that I think people should be scared of this year, considering the starting quarterback of the Vikings is Sam Darnold. But I guess we're going to see what's going to happen. Team Sayar takes Jonathan Taylor with running back. He was the final pick of the first round, so he gets back-to-back picks. And he goes with A.J. Brown. So good tandem there, running back and receiver. Sauce Boss is back on the clock with the number 12 pick as we get into the second round. Sauce Boss goes with Garrett Wilson as his wide receiver 1. Team Geeth takes Kyron Williams as his RB1. Z Nation, Puka Nacua as his wide receiver 1. Niner Annihilation gets Travis Etienne. Saad takes Jahmyr Gibbs. Team El Mubashir up on the clock. And he takes Isaiah Pacheco. Hadi is up and ready, and he takes Chris Olave. No, he took Michael Pittman Jr. I thought he took Chris Olave. So my wide receiver 1, Chris Olave or Devontae Adams. It's interesting to me because I think Devontae Adams has more upside, so I'll take Devontae Adams. Derrick Henry gets taken by Team Zavaroni. He has back-to-back picks after having the first overall pick. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I've already gotten Breece Hall and Devontae Adams. Really like what I got going on over there. But, okay, I'm on the clock. He takes Drake London. Interesting pick. So do I go receiver here and get a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr.? Or do I go running back and get Rachaad White? It's an interesting decision for me. But I think this is not a running back heavy draft. I'll go Rachaad White. Wow, in 15. Okay, Hadi takes James Cook. Team El Mubashir up on the clock. Sucks to have Marvin Harrison Jr. go. I got him in my other draft, but should be able to get a decent wide receiver. Now with the breaking news that Brandon Ayuk has re-signed with the 49ers, he could be a good pick for somebody in this draft. So I guess we're going to see what's going to happen there. Good Lord, I can't do these videos. Team Geeth on the clock. Marvin Harrison Jr., great pick. Brandon Ayuk goes to Niner Annihilation. That is a huge overpick. But as I'm talking about it, he gets taken. Wow, it's almost as if he's listening. I was talking to Team Geeth about Marvin Harrison Jr. today, and it looks like he took my advice. So sucks to have him go off the board. Still waiting on my pick. Got 10 picks to go. Draft is kind of slowed down at this point. Definitely looking to grab a wide receiver. Don't like my options, to be honest. Do not like my options. But I feel like I could get somebody in the later rounds to be wide receiver too, but I don't know. I do not know. We're going to have to see what will happen. I'm in 9 picks. Sauce Boss goes with Sam Laporta with his tight end at number 3 overall. Very interesting. Team Sayal goes with Mike Evans. Back-to-back picks. He gets Mike Evans and Malik Neighbors. Great receiver duo. Sauce Boss back on the clock. So I guess we'll see what I can do here. Probably going to go receiver, maybe quarterback or receiver tight end. Depends on how long I can wait on a quarterback. Travis Kelce is still available. Interesting. Josh Jacobs gets taken by Team Geeth. Z Nation takes Travis Kelce, and of course, as I'm talking about the player, they get taken. Niner Annihilation is up on the clock. That's my dad. We'll see who he takes. He goes with Alvin Kamara. Nice. DK Metcalf bits taking my side. He's on auto pick. Don't know if he'll make an entrance in this draft. Team El Mubashir is up. I do like who I got so far. Great running back duo in Hall and White. Definitely like Devontae Adams. There goes Stephon Diggs. Team El Mubashir. He's a Houston fan. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Do I go DJ Moore? Is he going to be the number 1 guy? I don't know, man. I think the goal here is DJ Moore. And then hopefully Zavaroni doesn't take the guy I want at quarterback. Hopefully Zavaroni does not take the guy I want at quarterback and he take him. Alrighty. I'll end up with Jalen Hurts. It is what it is. Patrick Mahomes is on the board. Yeah, I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes. Don't know why he's so lowly. I'm on the clock. Like, oh, Jalen Hurts does have great upside, but Patrick Mahomes has Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts' rushing upside, but I think I'll go Patrick Mahomes. This draft is going relatively interesting for me. I do like what I got so far. I do feel like I have a good first 5. My next pick will probably be dedicated to a tight end. So we'll look at what I got here with tight end so far. Tight end. Mark Andrews is available, Trey McBride, Evan Engram, Dalton Kincaid, Kyle Pitts. So I do have Jake Ferguson. So I do have good options at tight end. As there goes one, Dalton Kincaid. I do like the team I'm building here, though, guys. Not happy with my receivers, to be honest. I do think DJ Moore will be the wide receiver 1 in that offense with Caleb Williams. Devontae Adams, obviously, to get him is nice. Gardner Minshew is going to be the starting quarterback. And I'm not going to lie to you, Gardner Minshew is not a bad starting quarterback. You know, he almost led the Colts to a playoff berth last year. So I guess we'll see what happens. There goes Dak Prescott to Team Sayar. We've seen Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith get taken in the last couple of picks, as well as Deebo Samuel to Z Nation. Yeah. I'm in 8 picks. This draft is moving a little bit slower than I had expected, but we're chilling. Sauce Boss taking his time. Gets Anthony Richardson. That is an interesting pick there. Very interesting pick there. Anthony Richardson, I don't know. We've seen some doubts about him throughout preseason. I think he could end up being decent, but we definitely have seen our doubts about him. Remember there was a connected practice with him and the Colts. I don't know what team it was, but they basically said all he does is run. So we'll see his arm test this regular season. So I guess we'll see. But it is what it is. There goes Trey McBride. Damn it, I wanted him. Might have to go Evan Engram. Or Jake Ferguson, but I think Evan Engram is the go. Unless he gets taken right here. Hopefully not. Wow, Team El Mubashir is going all Texans. He has CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, and I believe he also got Stephon Diggs. Tell me he has Nico Collins and Joe Mixon too. So I get Evan Engram. Like my tight end now. Definitely want to get a good receiver here. So we'll see what Zavaroni does with his back-to-back picks. Got some good options. I like T. Higgins. I like George Pickens. George Pickens is basically going to be the only guy in that offense. So I definitely like my options here. Okay, there goes Zay Flowers. So T. Higgins or George Pickens I would be happy with. See what we get here. 4, 3. This is coming down to the wire, too. He takes DeAndre Swift. Interesting pick here. T. Higgins. So we don't really know what's going to happen with Jamar Chase. I like Joe Burrow better than Russell Wilson. So we'll go with T. Higgins. He's definitely going to be with the Bengals this year. Jamar Chase, it's a question that we have to worry about. So T. Higgins I like. Definitely some insurance. Got him at the flex position. So from here on out, besides defense and kicker, which I wait until the last couple of rounds, it's just basically going to be filling out the bench. So running back, receiver, maybe a backup quarterback, but that's about it. All the drama's pretty much over, unless some guy, takes some crazy picks in the next couple of picks or something. So week 12, my bye week is probably going to be bad. So we definitely want to get some guys who don't have a bye week of week 12. So hopefully, get some receivers and running backs, maybe even a tight end. Just, stay away from that bye week of week 12 where could hit the wall of death. Just saw James Conner go to Sauce Boss. Team Sayar up. I want to look at the other teams. So you guys can rate my team. You see it over in the left-hand side. Patrick Mahomes is my quarterback. Breece Hall and Rachaad White is that RB duo. Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, and T. Higgins are my top 3 wide receivers, and then Evan Engram as tight end. We'll look at some other teams here. Team Zavaroni had the number 1 overall pick. Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. Great top 3. Drake London and Cooper Kupp, I'm not too, fond upon. Drake London is in an offense where there's a lot of different guys who could get the ball. And then obviously Cooper Kupp has kind of been shadowed now by Nakua, and Nakua has kind of taken up that number one spot. Zay Flowers, like I said, don't like the upside, but he definitely could break out this year. And then DeAndre Swift, I mean, don't like him behind that Bears offensive line. So guess we'll see what happens there. Hungry Hattie. Jalen Hurts is a quarterback. Great duo in Robinson and Cook. I like Michael Pittman, but Calvin Ridley I'm not too excited about. And George Kittle is definitely a good look there. Already picked up a defense. Pretty interesting decision there. I usually wait until the last, from rounds 12 to 15. So I guess we'll see how that plays out for him. Team Elmo Basher, CJ Stroud, got Isaiah Pacheco, CeeDee Lamb. Okay, this is a very interesting team that looks decent. Pretty much all Texans. So when week 14 comes around, which is actually the final, that's interesting because it could not matter week 14. I mean, if he's in a position where he has to come up clutch and get a win week 14 to get into the playoffs or improve his playoff position, then he's definitely done for. But if he's chilling, then, I mean, he really picked the best bye week. He's a Texans fan, so, hey, man, all Texans go out. Saad has been on auto pick the whole time. Oh, and it's my turn to pick, so we'll go back to my team. And we have a couple options here. So Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper. I definitely want to get a receiver. Well, we'll start with a running back. I mean, I'm in 2 picks, so I could really wait on that. So first off, if I want to think about this here, receiver. Chris Godwin. I think Chris Godwin's a good pick. No, Amari Cooper. I'll go Amari Cooper. I like Amari Cooper. He's in a less crowded offense. I like that. Next, we'll go running back. If available, I think the goal is Jaylen Warren. Could be a good slot him in. I expect him to get around 15 points a game, to be honest. I think he succeeded Najee Harris in that Pittsburgh backfield, and I think he's just a better fit overall. Yeah, I like that pick there. I didn't really want Javonte Williams. I just don't like what the Broncos are looking like right now. We'll go back to looking at other people's teams. Saad obviously has been an auto pick. Decent quarterback. Gibbs and Walker is an all right duo. Definitely like Tyreek Hill and Chris Olave. Trey McBride, a great tight end. And then DK Metcalf is okay. Definitely has a really decent bench with high upside, but definitely, a very, very low floor with George Pickens and Keenan Allen. So another decent team here. Niner Annihilation, my dad. Got Aaron Rodgers as starting quarterback. Week 12 is his death team. He's done week 12 because he's got ETN and then Kamara and then Kincaid on week 12. But definitely like those players. Amon-Ra and Brandon Ayuk, very, very good duo now that we see that Ayuk is staying with the Niners. 2 guys who just got paid big cash money. He has the Niners defense, so that's interesting to pick a defense this early. Najee Harris on his bench. Don't really know what Najee Harris could do with that upside. Also, a very, very low floor. So I guess we'll see what happens there. Another decent team, though. Z Nation, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, very good. Aaron Jones, Puka Nacua, great. Debo, like I said, another guy with a high ceiling but a very, very low floor. Obviously, Travis Kelce, we know who he is. Christian Kirk's in also another very crowded receiving room with Gabe Davis, and they just drafted Thomas Jr. So I guess we'll see what happens there. That's not the best option at flex, and then he obviously also drafted his defense and kicker. Team Geeth, Kyler Murray, Kyren Williams, Josh Jacobs. Kyler Murray, I think, has a big question mark around him just because, he's coming off an injury-plagued year. Can he get back up to what he was a couple of years ago? Kyren Williams, I like. Josh Jacobs could be interesting in Green Bay. Jamar Chase, and wow, that receiver duo I like. This is one of the better teams that I've looked at. He's got a really good RB duo and then a really good receiver duo and Mark and Devon. Ooh, this is a good team. I like this team. This is another very, very good team. Team Geeth, one to look at. Sauce Boss. Anthony Richardson at QB. I like it, kinda. It is what it is. I guess we'll see what happens there. Joe Mixon and James Conner, I don't really like that RB duo. I think Joe Mixon definitely has a good upside, but I don't really like the James Conner pick. Justin Jefferson, like I said, is a rough pick with Sam Darnold being a starting quarterback, but he's Justin Jefferson, so you should expect him to do well. Garrett Wilson, he's all right. Don't know how well he'll do. Definitely like the Samuel Porter pick. And then Jalen Waddle, another guy who's in another crowded offense, but definitely should expect him to do decent numbers. And then the final person, Team Sayar, Dak Prescott, Jonathan Taylor, Donovan, Devon Achane. Not bad. Not bad. I won't lie. Not bad. That's a good. They got A.J. Brown and Mike Evans. Malik Neighbors as well. That's pretty good. Definitely, I think better than Sauce Boss, but still another decent team. Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts has a lot of upside at tight end this year with Kirk Cousins as his starting quarterback. So, a lot of interesting teams so far. In my opinion, the one that opened my eyes the most was Team Reth. Really like what he's got going on with his receiver and running back duos. He got two solid guys. Let's see what I could do here. Definitely want to get a running back and a receiver. And I think I might just go Devin Singletary. And hopefully Lad McConkey is still on the board when I'm up next. Devin Singletary, another good guy I can fill in for probably Breece Hall when he's on his bye week. But I definitely want to go Lad McConkey here. I think he has the most upside being alone in that Charger wide receiver room. He now has Harbaugh as his head coach, and then obviously Justin Herbert is an absolute baller. I could go McConkey or I could go Keon Coleman. Yeah, but I have too many by week 12. I'll go McConkey. Alrighty. Team is filling out nicely. I do like my bench. Amari Cooper. Really decent. Jalen Warren, I like. Singletary should be alright. And then McConkey. So, definitely the way I want to finish this draft out with probably one more running back, a backup quarterback, and defense and kicker. So, we'll probably go running back next. Grab my defense. Yeah, grab my defense. And then we'll end it off with kicker and a backup quarterback. To be honest, I didn't like the way running backs looked this year. But I got Breece Hall and Rachaad White, so those guys should last me a while. Not too happy with my receivers just because of the big question marks around Adams and Moore and how their production could be this year with new quarterbacks. If a trade is needed, it'll happen. Last year it took me 17 trades to win the championship. The guy who won it last year was Sauce Boss. In my opinion, he doesn't have a great team. I just don't like this first five. Question mark around Richardson. Question mark around Connor. Question mark around Justin Jefferson. And then two guys, Garrett Wilson and Joe Mixon, who are good at best. They're not guys who are going to pop off for you. And if you compare that to my team, Mahomes, definitely going to pop off. Hall and White, definitely going to pop off. Adams and Moore are those two question marks who could pop off if given the opportunity, in my opinion. So we'll definitely see how DJ Moore works with Caleb Williams. He's also got Keenan Allen and Romeo Odunze, I believe that's how you say it, to battle with. Team Zavaroni, definitely like his team. Don't like his receivers too much, though. Satid was on auto pick the whole draft. Team Geese, I like this team, man. I like this team. His bench is interesting, but I like the team overall. Man, this is a good team. Kyron Williams and Josh Jacobs. His receivers are definitely better than his running backs. He took Jamar Chase. I believe he had the 7th pick. He took Jamar Chase. Was able to get Kyron Williams and Josh Jacobs. And then Kyler Murray. So I feel really the only question here could be Josh Jacobs and Kyron Williams. Is that running back duo going to be all right? And then Kyler Murray, will he be able to bounce back from an injury-riddled 2023 season? We'll go with Chase Brown and then grab my defense with this next pick. So Jets defense is available. I think that's the go. I think Jets or Ravens. What am I thinking here? Jets or Ravens? Well, there goes the Ravens, so can't think about it anymore. I guess we'll go Jets. Or Steelers. I might go Steelers here simply because I don't like how I'm looking with that Week 12 bye week. And I don't want my entire team to be out. So I think I think we'll go Steelers here just to be able to finagle my way around the bye week. Yeah, we'll go Steelers here. Steelers. There you go. All right. So I have 2 picks remaining. I'm going to end up going kicker and backup quarterback. For kicker, got a couple good guys available. I like Cameron Dicker, Kaimi Fairburn if he's available. Younghoe Koo obviously has known to be a great kicker in the past. So kicker is not really something I worry about too much, just as long as a guy who's going to, make his kicks. Don't really care if he's getting less than 10 points a game. And then backup quarterback is really only for the bye week and insurance if an injury happens. But we'll look at the guys who are available. Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, and Tua definitely could be good. Matthew Stafford I like. Might go Matthew Stafford there. Oh, no, he's the same bye week. Never mind. So the look is probably going to be Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert really at this point. So we will see what is going to happen. So as we wind down this draft, it took a little over half an hour. Not bad. Don't want your draft taking over an hour. We had a draft yesterday. It took almost 45 to 50 minutes. So that was pretty much death. This is something I've always wanted to do, have you guys look at my fantasy draft, what goes behind it. Maybe you guys, obviously by the time this video comes out, Friday the 30th, you guys might still have some drafts coming up. So hopefully, this can give you some tips, maybe, different draft strategies, where you want to go. And, if I did help you, I got you. If not, hopefully this was entertaining for you. A funnier episode. So, more importantly, we'll go kicker here. Kaimi Fairburn is available. We will grab him for sure. Definitely going to be a high-scoring Texans offense, so should be able to do decently for me. And then we'll go with backup quarterback next. Justin Herbert, is he going to be available this season? He should be, right? Actually, I'm not going to go Justin Herbert here. I think I'll go Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. I just like the offense in Jacksonville more, to be honest. So we'll go Trevor. And that is it. I have completed my part of the draft. A couple more picks to go for before it is officially over. If you guys look at my team over here on the left side, quarterback Patrick Mahomes, RB duo of Breece Hall and Rachaad White. Got 3 great receivers in Adams, Moore, and Higgins. A good tight end in Evan Ingram. Steelers defense, kicker of Kaimi Fairburn. And then a really decent bench with Amari Cooper, Jalen Warren, Devin Singletary, Ladd McConkey, Chase Brown, and a backup quarterback of Trevor Lawrence. So should be set up with insurance. A great starting lineup. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all with another episode. This is Matt with the mic. Peace.